Hello everyone, my name is Pradeep Hariharan and I am an assistant professor of English. The whole purpose of doing this video is to give you some idea about how to choose a topic for your BA English project. This is specifically for the students of Calicut University admission 2019 onwards. I have selected some 20 new topics, some hot topics, some topics in which you can get high marks for doing this project. Let's get into the video. One second. Yes, the first two topics are, the first one is emergence of myth. As you know, mythical fiction are the new mantra in Indian English fiction. There are a lot of writers who write about mythical fiction. We have Devedutt Pattnaik, we have Anand Neelakandan, we have Amish Tripathi, and there are many others. And there is a bulk of mythical fiction have been published during last 20 years. So the work doing on myth, the critical reading of emergence of myth, mythification of history, characterization in new mythology, the field is a minefield. That is, there are a lot of topics to choose in this area. Second one, if you are interested in feminist studies, women in new gen movies is a very interesting topic. An analysis of the movie The Great Indian Kitchen, or it could be Anna Ben's Sarah. You can take any movie, new gen movie, and how women characters are represented. Very interesting study. The other two topics are again from Malayalam movies. Most of the students nowadays like to do work in films. So emergence of anti-heroes. I like this topic with reference to Fahadh, Faasil, or it could be any actor. There are a lot of Malayalam actors, leading actors who do anti-hero roles. So what is the, what you may call, how this has emerged? It's a very interesting area to study. Then I have another topic from Lijo Jo's Pelli series movies, misogyny and idealization. If you have watched his movies, Jallikattu and Angamali Diaries, you must have felt how the way women are treated. Okay, so and how masculinity has been highlighted. So that is one of the areas to work on. Another topic is from the spiritual autobiographies. By spiritual autobiography, I mean those who have written autobiography who was a religious person like a nun or a priest or a yogi. It could be anybody, and how they have represented their spirit or soul in their work. It's very interesting if you are in that area. Again, from feminism, narrating the lives of women. I have chosen Arundhati Roy, but it could be any female writer, Anita Nair, Jayashree Mishra, how women writers write about women, which you can work on. Another area is if you are into Dalit studies, black aesthetics, versions of self in Dalit autobiographies. You can choose any Dalit autobiographies and work on the black aesthetics, the beauty of their writing. Elements of black humor in the novels of, you can take any novels published during last 5 or 6 years, which has got a lot of black humor in it. That's one of the areas to work on. Ecofeminism. Many people, they are into ecology and feminism. So creating the self, how to live in this new world of in an environment conscious world. That's an area which you can work on. Queer portrayals in the Malayalam cinema. How queer characters are portrayed in Malayalam movies. Very interesting area to work on. Actually, many heroes have acted as heroines, or sorry, queers. So you can work in that area. Then violence and trauma, one of the hot topics in 21st century fiction. Violence has becoming rampant. It's worse than 20th century. So you can work on that and how that causes trauma. The next one is one of my favorites, youth in action, representation of college life in the Malayalam movies, a comparative study, how college life are represented in Malayalam movies. College life, it could be anything, how classrooms are represented, how canteen life, how romance, how action. Is there any cliched way? You can take 2 or 3 movies of different eras and make a wonderful comparison, and you can compare it with the real college life. It's a very interesting area if you are into that one. If you are into queer studies again, actually we have seen gender, focusing on gender in transgender autobiographies. But how about caste? If the transgender is coming from a lower caste. Have you ever felt that is a triple disadvantage? Caste in transgender studies is not that much worked on. So there are many transgender autobiographies written by Devedutt, Vidya, Lakshmi. You can just browse it, get the book, read, and do your project. Identity and displacement, refugee narrative, one of what you may call a hot topic. You can always go for it. Collective and social memory, memory studies, new area in English literature. A lot of people are working in it. It's an emerging area. How certain memories are always kept in collective memory. How certain social memories are created. Very interesting area if you can work on that. Marginality and oppression. It's a common area, but still works. You can pick a new novel and how marginality are represented, how oppression are represented. Then self-reflexivity in lesbian fiction. Again, queer studies, one of the emerging areas in English literature. People like to work in lesbian movies, gay fiction. This is also a very good area to work in if you like that area. Then motherhood, aging, gerontology. These are all coming up in English fiction. You can choose in that area also. Then being the other, narrating the marginal voices. Actually, this is again, it's Megha Majumdar, Megha. Please, sorry for the spelling error. It's a new work published last year. You need not have to take her work. I just took it as an example. Being the other, how other communities are suffered, how identity is constructed, whether identity is inside or outside. These are some of the areas which you can work on. Then history and culture. It's Anis Salim is one of my favorite writers, Indian English writers. It's very easy to read. So you need not have to choose him, but you can work on a discourse of how history and culture, how certain histories are constructed, counterfactual history, alternative history. It's a lot to work on. So these are some of the 20 topics which you can work on. But let me tell you, I don't want to copy it directly. The whole idea of this video is to give you a kind of whatever direction, how to choose a topic instead of going for a wide area like a post-colonial reading of, a feminist reading of. You must be specific. So I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.